This is the Mattel Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is the Rip and Run Dinos Owen and Motorcycle. It technically doesn't have a dino included, however, you can attach Owen to the standalone, also included in this line, Velociraptor Blue, which the two connect together. So let's go ahead and take the tape measure and put it from wheel to find out that the motorcycle is 5 inches exactly in length. Then we'll go ahead and measure Owen, and Owen on top of the motorcycle is 4 inches in height. The accessories that come included with Owen, he comes with his Zipline. Now, when I got it out of packaging, I noticed that this was on here, and initially, for some reason, I thought this was the way that you pulled it. Then I realized they just put a clamp, a little way to keep the zip tied together. You just open it up. I'm going to have to find something else I can do with this, because I think that's a really handy little side tool. Opens and closes. I know it's not really... packaging obviously wasn't sold to have the clamp as something you would be able to use, but I'm definitely going to see if I can make a use for it. Then you've got your zip line that features the Jurassic logo on the top there. And then you've also got this little connector point, which this connects to other dinosaurs, and I'll show you that in a second. But let's have a look at Owen here on his motorcycle. I have to admit, I'm really impressed with this. You could probably assume looking at it, and let me just clarify for you, Owen is not removable. You can go ahead and take his hands off the handlebars, but you'll instantly be treated to an Owen that is not removable. It's affixed to the seat. You can't take him off. So it makes no sense really to take his hands off the handlebars like that. Motorcycle's got some nice detailing there. Only really has 3 colors, the kind of military olive green, primarily a black motorcycle, and you got little silver accents there on the tailpipes and the interior spokes of the tires. Motor's also been painted there in the silver color there, a little bit on the headlights, and on the back they painted the red on the tail light. It's interesting that even though this is plastic, this section here is rubber. I'm not really sure why that didn't have to also be plastic, but it's more of a softer plastic. Tires have... The back tire has more of a softer nature to it. The front tire, however, is more of the denser plastic. Here's the underside. It's got a couple of wheels, the equivalent of wheels. So really, without even zip-lining it, it rolls rather well. And really, you don't even need necessarily the zip line for it to work. You simply can just let it go to the point where I can't grab it. Hold on one second. I was off to chase Owen, who was zipping away on his motorcycle. Yeah, you don't actually even need the zip line to get the, you know, that to actually work. So I like that a lot. Just to do a comparison here, I'm going to reach off camera and grab a regular Owen. I have to say that the Owen looks better on the motorcycle than it does on this figure here. I wish this was ball jointed, so I would have just taken the head off and swapped it with the 3 3/4 inch Owen, because if you look at it, wouldn't you agree that the head on the motorcycle Owen looks a lot better than this one right here? I mean, especially from the angle, this angle looks a little bit more like Chris Pratt than this one does here. As for the zip line, you basically just take the zip line and you feed it through this section here. And I think I've got that. You know what? I think I've got that wrong. Hold on one second. Yes, pay no attention to me. I had a brain fart. Zip tie goes actually to the side. These here on the either side are the connector points. And actually, you know what? I'll talk about that right now. These connectors will attach to other dinosaurs that will go on either side of Owen. You just take this little clear peg, snap it in, and then you would just take... We're going to look at Blue in the next video. Blue will attach to this side, or if you wanted to, you could attach him on this side. I haven't, in all honesty, seen any more Rip and Run dinos other than Owen and other than Velociraptor Blue. Maybe there is another Raptor that you could attach to the side, or I guess you could technically take 2 Blues, even though they will look identical to one another, and just put them on either side, so you could do that as well. Anyways, so the zip line, or the pull line here, feeds through here and just catches itself on an interior wheel that's connected to the motor. So when you zip it, so when you pull it, I'm going to do this right now, it's going to give you a much faster speed in which that back tire is going to spin. You'll excuse me for not simply putting it down and letting it go, because it probably will leave not only this room, but probably this hemisphere as well. Again, you just take that zip line. I don't know why, for some reason I thought it went in there. Just take the zip line, we'll feed it through the back. Feed it through. And again, you just pull it out. See if we can actually zip it off there to the backdrop. At least that's going to catch it. I don't have to worry about it going too far off, veering too far off. One thing I do specifically like about this vehicle, the motorcycle itself, is that it can plant itself securely and it doesn't topple over. They've included, simply by including this, which I guess you could fold up as well. I mean, it doesn't deter or doesn't limit its moving by having this simply out. It still gives you, it still moves forward, as you can see, moves perfectly fine. You don't necessarily need to have this folded back, but I guess it's somewhat the equivalent of a kickstand. Other than that, there's no posability or anything in the motorcycle, other than really this being the only thing that actually moves. I kind of wish Owen's head could have moved at the very least. I'm thinking sneakily that if he had had a ball joint, I could simply have just taken the head off and swapped it out for the 3 3/4 inch, because in all honesty, this is a better looking Owen than the one we got in the 3 3/4 inch variety. The Rip and Run Dinos Owen and Motorcycle obviously plays a little heavier, more towards a gimmick than an actual playable figure. I mean, again, the figure itself is roughly about the same size as the 3 3/4 inch Owen that we've looked at before. So you could kind of pretend, I suppose, that Owen has jumped onto his motorcycle and he's zipped away. I mean, really, for what it does, the motorcycle would have been working perfectly fine whether Owen was on it or not. One thing they could have also done was had something in which Owen pegged into the bike, and you could have used 3 3/4 inch figures rather than having an Owen that's already mounted to the bike. That's about the only thing I would have changed to it. It's got some great coloring, and in all honesty, the head here looks better than the Owen that we looked at before. So I really didn't think it's a nice pickup, especially when we eventually look at the Rip and Run Dinos Velociraptor Blue. You'll kind of see everything kind of coming together a little bit cooler once we peg the dinosaur into the side of Owen's motorcycle here. Both are available now in toy stores and retail stores if you're looking to pick this up for yourself. Today we were having a look at the Mattel Jurassic World Rip and Run Dinos Owen and Motorcycle. It's Rip and Run Dinos, but it's not really anything dino related here. I guess he is part of the dino park, but anyways. Make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below, guys. More videos will be coming your way. And if you want to go back and have a look at some of the other Jurassic World figure reviews and dino reviews that I've done on this channel, there's a whole ton of them happening right now and currently being updated over on the playlist called Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You can go in and have a look at everything I've done up to this point, and any videos after this video will be also over there as well. Make sure you also hit that little subscribe button down below, guys. More videos of any variety, whether it be Jurassic World or otherwise. Lots more videos coming your way, so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. See you next time.